What's up, guys? How's it going? Brendan here. You guys probably just got done watching our back day together. This is my buddy Dalton. We have been really good friends for about 15 years now. I've known him since preschool, and we both share very common interests. We are both passionate about health and fitness, and we want to make it fun. We want to help other people, and that's kind of our goals, and that is basically what we do for, that's what I do for career, obviously, as a personal trainer, and that's what Dalton will be doing soon. Dalton, what's your major?
Kinesiology, exercise science with a minor in social media marketing.
There you go. Dalton goes to the USD, University of South Dakota. He's going to be a senior, and as I said earlier, Dalton shares a lot of the same interests as I do, and I figured I'd ask the perspective of a 4-year college student some questions here. So, Dalton, we'll get started with the first one here, and this is for all you freshmen or gonna be freshmen in college, or even if you're gonna be a senior, you're just getting into fitness. I feel like a lot of people can hear some stuff from this, as Dalton's done a great job. He's changed a lot since high school, and he's managed to stay very fit, active, and healthy in college, and it's not easy for everyone, as he'll probably tell you. So, Dalton, what has been the biggest challenge of staying fit in college?
Just being able to keep it a priority, I guess. Keeping it number one is the hardest, because it's pretty easy when all your buddies are going downtown, whatever, they want to go have a few drinks, they want to go get a burger and have a couple beers. I mean,
yeah,
it's cool to do every now and then, but finding that balance between the two was probably the hardest part for me to figure out originally.
Mm-hmm.
But as soon as you kind of set your priorities, it just kind of falls into place too after a while.
Did you struggle with that for a little bit when you first started college?
Oh yeah. I mean, as a freshman, especially when I was living in the dorms at the University of South Dakota, you have 70 people, which I mean end up turning into like your best friends living on the same floor as you.
Yeah.
Their doors are open pretty much 24/7.
Yep.
Nobody locks their doors ever. You're up till 3 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
It's basically habits that aren't healthy.
yeah,
You develop stuff.
Anything that you can think as unhealthy was freshman year.
Did you have any, did you gain the freshman 15 or 20 or anything like that your first couple months?
I mean, no, probably didn't gain the bad freshman 15, but I actually probably put on 25 pounds my freshman year.
There you go.
I won't call that all good weight, but
Hey, it was weight, right? That's all that matters. Yeah, I think a lot of kids struggle with that because once you get into college, and I don't know, I've said this in videos before, but I did not go to a 4-year college. I went to a 2-year school, and I lived in an apartment with a buddy, so I never had the on-campus experience, which is why it's really nice having Dalton here, because Dalton's had that experience living on a campus for 3 years, and I never had that. So it's good to get his perspective as opposed to someone that's kind of been on their own for a couple years. Next question here. Do you have any tips for incoming freshmen, kind of like the what to do and what to not do in regards to health and fitness?
I guess you just gotta be mindful of everything. You gotta be mindful, like, you can go out drinking, whatever, that's your prerogative, but you gotta balance that with your goals. You gotta know that that's not gonna fit your goals. Like,
Yeah.
I won't lie, I still go out for beers every now and then, but it's become less and less as I've kind of prioritized my goals, I guess.
Yeah.
And I guess as you keep on going, you just kind of, yeah,
No, I understand what you're saying. You're kind of, it's kind of like you almost have to have your goals ready, and you have to be very clear-minded of what you want to do when you get to college. And you can't just think, well, maybe I just want to do fitness, maybe I want to stay in shape. I guess you kind of have to say, I want to stay in shape, and I know I want to, and this is what I can and cannot do.
It's more like I will stay in shape.
Yeah.
It's not I want to.
Exactly.
Like, I came in with the mindset that it was a priority. Granted, it's a little bit easier for me being an exercise science major. I mean, I can argue that going to the gym is kind of furthering my own education because...
But we find it fun, so let's be honest.
Well, yeah, I find it fun, but I also, like, I'm a trainer at the wellness center right now, and I try a lot of my own stuff out on myself before I ever let clients do it, just to make sure that it's safe. I know what it feels like. I know what it's supposed to look like, et cetera, et cetera.
I think, now correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the freshman 15 really comes from, for the first time in your entire life, you have unlimited access really to cafeteria food. You have fast food all over campus town. You have, alcohol, obviously very high in calories, stuff like that. I'm gonna guess that's where the freshman 15 to 20 comes from.
Yeah, I would say that, and also it's the first time where you completely are in charge of like your own time.
Yeah.
There's no set schedule. You come from high school where, at least us, we would go to band before school, jazz band before school. We'd go to school for 7 hours, and then we'd have like a 3-4 hour practice at night. Maybe there's church after that, and by then you're going home and going to bed, maybe hanging out with friends for an hour. And so like it's so structured, and then all of a sudden they snap you into a
free
day
time all the time.
where you might have 6 hours total of class, and the rest is yours to do with. So I mean,
which can be good, which can be good, but it can also be bad because you can either make use of that time and say, hey, let's go meal prep, let's go work out, or you can say, hey, let's sit around and eat Cheetos, you know?
Yeah, exactly. And it's kind of like, I don't know, I guess I would recommend not trying to overload yourself right away, kind of pacing yourself into it.
And what do you mean by that?
So like as you get in, you don't want to say, oh, I'm going to go do this, I'm going to go do this, like I'm going to join this and this and this and all that, because all of a sudden you get a few weeks in, the homework starts piling on, even you get to finals week, whatever, like all of a sudden you're like, oh crap. So I kind of eased myself into it, kind of started just lifting, making sure my homework was done. Then after I got comfortable with that, got a job. After I got comfortable, I mean, granted, not everybody has that luxury. My parents were pretty good to me, but I guess it's kind of just like making sure that you know what you can handle.
Yeah, don't overwhelm yourself with saying.
Push yourself, but don't.
Yeah, not to interrupt you, but is it almost like going with the flow, kind of seeing what college gives you and then structuring your life around it more or less?
Yeah, and just giving yourself time to explore a lot of the options that college has, especially like a 4-year university. There's unlimited stuff to do. I mean, there's juggling class, for goodness sake. Like, I mean, you can do anything you want.
Yeah.
Just try to explore as much as you can and do it. I mean, try as much as you can.
So literally go with the flow and see what life gives you, see what college gives you, and then structure your health and fitness around that.
Yeah.
Does that be your biggest advice to a freshman coming in?
Yeah, and I guess too, what helped me freshman year, I guess, as well, I kind of forgot about this, was like I kind of started just going in the mornings. Like
to work out?
First thing. Just get it done, get it out of the way, it's done.
Yeah.
And I guess that kind of helped me a lot, because then it just kind of became part of the day. Instead of rather than something I had to do, it was just like brushing my teeth or taking a shower.
You're done. It's the day. You can do whatever you want the rest of the day.
Mm-hmm.
Makes sense. All right. Next question here is, what do you do for food? How do you manage cafeteria food? What do you do for snack? What do you do to stay out? Because you know cafeteria food is going to be your, really bad food. It's going to be bad food. And obviously in excess. In moderation, everything's okay. But we know that. We practice flexible dieting. We both do. But cafeteria food, obviously, how do you track it? What do you do? How do you manage your macros? Stuff like that.
I guess I don't eat a ton of cafeteria food anymore. Okay. I do a lot of my own shopping now, but kind of some stuff I wish I would have known when I was still eating a lot of the cafeteria food was, well, I wish I would have known a lot more about flexible dieting at the time, because it would have been a lot more manageable, because all of your, I think it's actually required by law now that all of your like school federal funded cafeteria food has to provide you with nutrition information on it.
Nice.
So if you practice flexible dieting, that's a matter of just looking it up,
And then practicing moderation, because it's gonna be easy to take 5 servings instead of 2.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And you got to be honest with yourself, because you probably don't want to be sitting in the cafeteria with a scale. Most people don't. Some people, Brendan probably would, I guess, but I don't know if I would do that, but I guess it's a matter of being honest. Like, is this actually 1 serving? Is this actually 2 servings? Like, because it's pretty easy, like, if you want corn or like pudding or something, just as an example, like, you scoop it on there, and then is that actually like 3 tablespoons? Like, or is that 7? It's a matter of being super honest with yourself, I guess.
I think it'd just be moderation. And from like a personal standpoint, so obviously, as I said earlier, I didn't go to a school, but I was on my own, and I kind of had the same thing. I had unlimited free time because I went to a 2-year school. I had class in the morning, and then I had the rest of the day free. Because my first year of college, I didn't have a job after my schooling got over, and then I would have the rest of the day to work out and eat stuff, and I gained a lot of weight. I think you remember that. That was before I cut down for my first show.
You really like Chinese food.
I love Chinese food, but that was bad. So that was not a good thing. So it really is a matter of, you need to practice 2 things: moderation, and you just gotta have consistency. You can't have one day where you are like, I nailed my macros, I'm at 2,400 calories, nailed it, and then the next week you can't have 3,700 calories and be like, you know what, I was good the last 2 days, I'm okay today. It's about managing macros, it's about managing your calories, making sure you have consistency.
Yeah, but at the same time, if you do have one of those days where you kind of go, oops, like, I messed up, you can't hang your head on that.
It's a day, it's not a week.
Yeah, you can't let it crap the rest of your week down.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
Just kind of like Lane Norton always says, like, just use those extra calories and just go kill the gym the next day, you know?
Honestly.
Just don't beat yourself up over it. Just realize that you got the whole next day. It's a new day.
Yeah.
Attack it.
That's great advice. It's just, obviously, one day, honestly, unless you go like 12,000 calories over, you're not really going to notice one day of bad eating unless it's like 3 days in a row. But one day, you're going to feel like crap the next day. You're going to have a lot of water weight. And then you're going to feel like crap, and then you're going to lose it probably the next day. So I would, obviously don't overstress one day, but make sure that one day stays one day.
Yeah.
And make sure that 24-hour time frame is just that. That's just the red dot right there, and then the rest of it's green. I mean, it's just a little blip in the radar.
Yeah.
Last question here. Basic one here. Is it worth it? Do you think all this you're doing is worth it? Do you think cutting down on alcohol just a little bit is worth it? Do you think not living a full, partying college life? Well, I mean, we're gonna be honest, guys. If you're in college, you're gonna party. You're gonna have fun, unless you stay in your room. You're gonna have fun. You're gonna party. You should too. You're only 18 to 21 years old once. Obviously, you don't do anything illegal. I'm not saying do anything illegal, but you're gonna have fun, and you're gonna have fun. Going around meeting new people and having fun in these houses and stuff like that. But is it all worth it? Balancing this all together.
Yeah, I say 100%. I guess.
Do you feel like you missed out on anything because, let's say, you don't want to get Chinese food every night? You don't want to go drink a case of beer every night? Do you think you've missed out on anything in the college experience?
No, absolutely not. Like, I've had it numerous times where I've just eaten at home and then gone out with them later.
Exactly.
Even if I don't drink or I don't eat the burger, like, you can still spend time with your friends. As long as you got the right friends, they're not going to make you feel weird about it,
If your friends are making you drink alcohol and saying, well, we don't want to be friends with you if you don't eat this burger with us, they're not good friends, guys. I mean, find friends. I mean, we've always said too, like, Dalton and I, we went to the same high school, and we have a lot of friends, like similar friends, but a lot of people we don't associate with as much just because we don't have similar interests. And you got to kind of surround yourself with people that, are going to share your goals and at least support your goals, Like, don't get me wrong, we have awesome friends, but like, you have to surround yourself with people that are going to be supportive of you and not say, well, why aren't you coming out with us, or why aren't you drinking, stuff like that. And that's not a shot in the dark at anyone we know. It's just in general,
Yeah, and like, a lot of times people might say, oh, why aren't you coming out with us, whatever. Yeah. And they might not understand your goals, but
explain it.
A lot of times people will respect it if you're just firm about it.
Yeah.
I mean,
as long as
you don't got to be a jerk about it back either.
Exactly.
Like, because I feel like that's where a lot of the fitness industry goes. Is like they look down on the party people because, oh, well, I'm high and mighty. I work out. I eat.
I have abs.
I have abs.
Neil.
Cool. Like, that's not that cool if you can't talk to people. That's not that cool if nobody likes you. You know.
Exactly.
I mean, I'm not gonna say you should do things to please others, but if you consistently run into the fact that nobody likes you, like nobody in person likes you, it's like you gotta change something. There's something that you are doing wrong.
Yeah, exactly. It's about balance, guys. You gotta have balance. You can't be super. I mean, it's good to be focused and it's good to have goals. But you can't just be like, oh, rice chicken at 3 o'clock. Sorry, I can't go out. Gotta eat in 15 minutes, guys. Find the balance. It's not worth losing all your friends, even if they don't have fitness goals and stuff. It's not worth losing all your friends and family, their respect, just because you want to go work out, you want to go eat now, you don't want to go somewhere, you're tired,
Yeah.
It's all about finding the balance.
And if you're like me too, you find a lot of people at the gym that you become friends with.
Very true.
I have a lot of friends that I met a lot of friends at parties, don't get me wrong, but I met a lot of friends at the gym too that I lived with. I mean, maybe we don't work out together every day, but I see them around, I know who they are, like you can go to them for advice. You can hang out with them on Friday nights, find out what they're doing.
For sure.
Because maybe they're not drinking every Friday night either,
Yeah, maybe they're just, maybe they just like going out, having fun with friends, and just they'll be with you saying, hey, we don't want anything to drink. It's not hard, guys. Just find that balance and just enjoy your college experience, but in moderation, of course. Anything else to add, Dalton? Anything else you would say to any incoming college freshmen or gonna be senior, anything like that? Any last words?
I guess I have one tip that just keeps on coming to my mind for some reason, and I know a lot of people, especially the guys that I lift with, don't always agree with it. There's a lot of people with the mentality like no days off, no days off, no days off, and I'm more of the mentality like be honest with yourself. Take a day off if you need it. Mm-hmm. I probably lift on average 4 to 5 days a week, and I think that's plenty for me. Yeah. I mean, you maybe lift more, some people lift less. I personally, like on nights where I know I'm gonna go out, I don't like lifting because the whole process of lifting is making those little micro tears in your muscles, beating yourself down. Literally in the gym, you are beating yourself down, and the nutrition and sleep builds you back up. But what happens when you just beat yourself down all day? You go to class, whatever, you're walking around, then you hit the gym real hard. What happens then when you go and pour a bunch of alcohol down your throat and pizza?
Yeah, you're feeding your muscles alcohol.
Yeah, so I would rather, I guess, not damage my muscles before I go out and just hit it harder the next day when I'm not going to drink, I guess.
That's great advice. That's great advice. Yeah. So, guys, balance, moderation. Just find your happy balance. Obviously, enjoy college, enjoy your fitness life, and make sure it balances each other out. Because you don't want to look back in 20 years and think, I stayed in my dorm 7 hours a day watching Steve Cook videos. That's what I would have done. But you don't want to be that guy that has a lot of regrets because he didn't do anything. But you also don't want to be the guy that he gets out of college and he's up 70 pounds from high school. So find that balance and find that moderation.
Yeah, don't wish it away. It's the best 4 years of your life.
Yeah. Anything else to add? All right, Dalton, thanks for being on the show, or the channel, and it's the best show on earth. And thanks for watching, guys. Get your head in the game.
Hi, Mom.
Okay.